Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
Welcome to another episode of The Size of. I tell y'all, we take off a week and y'all just be cutting up.
cutting
I
up.
don't
What you talking about?
understand why can't we just have quiet time, wait till it's time for us to get back on it. But no, y'all got to do the things that y'all do out here in these streets.
In
I
these
don't
streets.
I don't
In these
understand.
streets.
I don't understand at all. Um Wendy, how was your time off? I know we had
Girl.
Father's Day. Um, I had the comedy show.
How was that?
Comedy show was good. We had a decent turnout. It was not the turnout that we had for Mother's Day. So let
Of
me
course,
say
because
this:
let me tell you this. We do more for mothers than we do for fathers.
we do, and I think that that's wrong. Let me say this again, okay? I think that it is wrong that we do more for mothers on Mother's Day than we do for fathers on Father's Day, because everybody is not a deadbeat dad. Everybody didn't leave you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women have a good support system when it comes to their baby daddy or their husband, or I don't know. I don't understand why we don't celebrate fathers the way it is. It reminds me of that episode of the Cosby Show where,
Girl, when he was talking about the bad gifts he be getting.
yes, he was like, y'all do all this wonderful stuff for your mama, but when it comes to Father's Day for me, y'all give me crazy stuff. I'm tired of ties because, like, oh my God, and then y'all give me ties that don't match. And he said, me being a good dad, I wear the crazy stuff. Y'all give me the retarded socks, the crazy ties, the stupid t-shirts. He said, I
But
wear them.
hold on. But didn't he come downstairs with it?
He came downstairs with all the crazy stuff that they had bought him over the years. It was too funny. So they decided to do something special for him on that particular episode. But he raised a great point. I understand that we have issues and problems in our personal relationships when it comes to our mates or former mates. But especially if they are doing the job, not especially, if they are doing the job and they understand the assignment of being the parents of your child, if they put you on a pedestal, and they may not put you on a pedestal, let me also say that. But if the man that is supposed to be fathering your child is fathering your child, he deserves to be honored on Father's Day. Point blank and period.
Yeah. I
Point
mean,
blank
I
and
was
period.
like this. I'm like this. If my dad was alive, I would have just skipped the rehearsal and have taken my dad because my dad was a great dad.
Right.
And
Right.
there is not a time that I don't wish that I can get one more moment with him.
Right. Right. Absolutely. So that and so that's my thing. Again, we had a decent turnout for the comedy show. It wasn't as bad as we thought because we was nervous because those pre-sold ticket sales were making us. We was shaking. We was real shaking. Lord Jesus,
Mhm.
let some folk walk up to the door and pay to come to the show. We did have some people do that. We had the majority of the people that bought. They bought last minute and they bought coming to the door. So that was great. The guys were phenomenal. Chris is always hilarious. Brian, Hannah, let me tell you something. Mouthpieces of Whole Food and Rob Love, they were amazing. They were amazing. So if you missed out on the comedy show, you missed a treat. We're doing it again. I don't know how we gonna rock it and roll it, but we're doing it again. But I definitely want you guys, and I'm not, and let me say this, I'm not saying that so people can buy tickets to the comedy show. That's not why I'm saying it. Just generally overall, the utmost respect, the honor, the reverence, that sort of thing that you give for fathers is not the same as mothers, and that's the truth. They ain't lying. They not lying. So yeah. So I mean, but the guys did a good job. They came, they told jokes, and like Chris said at the show, he said, "Listen, this is what we do. We love to do it. We love to bring laughter. If it was two people in this joint, we was still gonna have a show. One blank
Right.
and the period." So our musical artists, for whatever reason, didn't show up. But it was okay. We still had a show. The guys went on. They did their thing. The food, of course, as always, the Smooth Living was phenomenal. Shout out to Mente over at Smooth Living. Shout out to Lily, my partner in crime, producer chick, with the Shy Glass Hour. We straight up are doing this thing. We stepping out on faith and and making sure we provide quality entertainment for the city of Memphis in the Whitehaven area. So we're making sure that we provide that and doing our jobs and making it work. So that's where we are with that. We do have something coming up, and I'll announce that towards the end of the show. We ready? Go ahead.
But yeah, you know, the Father's Day, the week before Father's Day, we had rehearsals for the Life Church Access on the team, the Access service, Access conference,
Right.
Access our teen service that we have every Wednesday. So every summer we have a week-long conference, and it'd be packed. It'd be packed with kids, and the adrenaline is high. I mean, you can go on Access TV on YouTube and watch the service from front to the beginning to the end, and you just see how impactful it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunday was rehearsal last Sunday, and so I didn't make the rehearsals because I was so tired, because I've been going to rehearsals and I fell asleep and I overslept.
How many times we gonna rehearse? What? Oh God.
And so, I mean, Monday night, you know, it was on and popping.
Right.
I mean, the opener was just phenomenal. Allison Wilson, whatever, you know, AR's daughter.
Okay.
She did a spoken word. And when she was rehearsing the spoken word, I said, girl, that was good. Did you write that? She said, no, Parker did. And Parker is the youth pastor, and he's the whitest of all the white boys. So when you look at him like, Parker? And you know, we had Pastor Wayne Francis. We had a lot of different speakers. It's so many speakers that we had, and they were so good, and the adrenaline was hype. And it was so funny. The last night was Thursday night. I wish I would have shown you. I wish I would have sent you the video so you can post it, or the picture that you can post it. But me and Joshua took a picture, and the way they had the stuff, the couch was upside down. And when we took the picture, it made it seem like we were on the ceiling if you turn it over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had silent disco. Have you ever been to a silent disco?
So they have the silent parties, and I have never gone. I was supposed to go with some of my friends from high school to a silent party, and something happened. Y'all, I am the worst. I tried to I try real hard to go to everything, to support everybody. I be tired, y'all. I can't go hard like I, have in the past. And a lot of times I be at the house on the couch, watching Netflix on TV, binge watching something, or watching a show that I missed or need to be, get caught up on. So as the world opens back up, praise God, I'm going to try to get out a little bit more. My youngest son is a little older, so I can have him in tow with me everywhere without having to worry about this little child I'm going to have to run up behind, that sort of thing. So I have a little bit of leeway. And then on top of that, I have the oldest that's at home, but he has a job this summer. So, but I still don't go. Like, I have him, and I still won't go everywhere I need to go, or everywhere I want to go. So it's kind of crazy. But I was supposed to go. I don't understand. I know you have the headphones on and you dancing.
You dance. It's funny because you have the headphones, and they have 3 different channels. They have a red channel, a green channel, and a blue channel. Right. And they play different music. So you see one group here in one channel, and they dancing, doing their stuff. Then you see another group hearing another channel, they chanting and singing and stuff like that. It is hilarious, girl. Wow. It is hilarious.
Never done it. Maybe that's something I could try one time, but I know a lot of the DJs have done it, and I think they DJ in some way, somehow they're able to DJ the same stuff, even though the exact same song, everybody hear it on the headphones and dance. I just never understood it, but I can imagine it's funny if you got different channels and stuff. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
really good.
yep.
And you know, each night they had like after party. And so I had to tell my son and his friends, look, you got to remember, I got to be at work.
Yeah, work is a thing.
I got to be at work.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And please be mindful. Thank God my supervisor was off that week. So yeah. And so that's how my week has been. It has been impactful.
All right, well,
what? Let's get started. I just say it's been impactful, and it was just good seeing these kids, you know, on fire for God. That's all.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All righty. So we're gonna kick it off with our shine, and we actually got 2 different shines to give. The first one, let me say this right now.
It's gonna be something to see.
Baby, if I don't do nothing else, I'm watching these Olympics. Okay, I'm watching them. You got the Simones, you got Simone Biles.
Yes. Come on, Simone.
You got Simone Manuel swimming her way.
Come on.
You have Sha'Carri Richardson doing her thing, and then Allison Felix. Let me tell you about. I want to touch on 2 things. One, Allison Felix. This is like a comeback story of all comeback stories. So she got dumped by Nike. She had a deal with Nike. She got dumped by Nike because she got pregnant. Okay? This girl, not only did she compete and make the Olympics, but you see these shoes in her hand? These ain't Nike shoes, I don't believe. I could be wrong. She's going to be repping her own brand. She started her own fitness company with fitness apparel and the whole 9. She's going to be repping her brand at the Tokyo Olympics. Okay?
I guess Nike said Nike made a big mistake.
Because I don't even understand. So at one point, if I'm not mistaken, Allison was the fastest woman in the world. She already has 5 gold medals. So because she got pregnant, you dropped her? Come on, Nike.
You know what? It makes me think about what's her name? Lauryn Hill song, the Zion song.
The what? Yeah. It sounds much like that. So I just don't understand why this is still a thing. Why are you dropping people because of pregnancy? You know, I can't live my life. I'm married. I can't have a child. Like all of that is just kind of disheartening. The other thing I wanted to touch on, Sha'Carri Richardson is a bad chick.
She sure is.
That girl ran like it wasn't nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? All them other girls was far behind her, and she was running like it was nothing. But not only this, let me say this to Black men. I don't care about what the white men say, because you know they gonna do what they do anyway. I'm talking about the Black men. I've seen some disparaging comments about this young lady because of her hair, because of her nails. FloJo didn't have orange hair, but FloJo had them nails. Okay. FloJo wore colorful outfits. I don't care that this girl got orange hair in her head. I don't care that she got nails. She's a young girl. And a lot of the young girls have the colorful hair anyway.
Yep.
Let this girl won in this race. And then we got men making comments about her physique.
Calling her a man and everything.
First of all, again, the men in the back that's shaped like Gru. I'm sick of this. This baby's been working out and she's been running track the majority of her life. Her body's gonna look like that because she's been the same with Simone Biles. I've seen some disparaging remarks about Simone Biles.
Why is it always an attack on the Black women?
I'm sick of it. This baby deserves her flowers. She's been training and working hard. Half of y'all can't walk up a flight of steps without getting winded. But you got the audacity to come for this queen. Unacceptable. I am not okay with that. period. If I see it on any of my pages, you're gonna be blocked because I can't get down with
you
that.
Don't see them talking about the white people like that. The white
they
girls.
do not. And here's the thing: a lot of the men who ends up with the white chick, y'all end up with like busted biscuits. You know what I'm saying? Like you end up with the worst looking white chick ever, but then you wanna put us down. I don't understand that. I literally don't understand that at all. These women are all beautiful black women. They trained. So typically when you do the sports, your body is going to have some type of physique. If you don't work out and you don't do the things that these women do that you can't do, I say you just keep your mouth closed.
Just keep your mouth closed.
That's all you gotta do.
Something to say about her sexuality. Let her sexuality be her sexuality.
I mean, I don't even care about the sexuality part. My issue is the fact that every opportunity that a black woman is doing good, you find somebody who takes opportunity to put that black woman down. And I cannot get behind it. And it be our own people. You get where I'm coming from? We already got a battle to face. We already have a battle to face without having to deal with the disparity of our own culture coming against us and downing us. It's ridiculous. It is. But shout out to these queens. There are others that also made the Olympics, a whole bunch. We got a Jamaican young lady who's actually the fastest woman in the world. You saw both on the Olympics. It's plenty of black women, black men that have made the Olympics. I'm super excited to see it. So I always watch the Olympics, but I'm really going to be watching it now and supporting these young people doing their thing. Now, Katori Hall. Katori Hall is a Pulitzer Prize winner. She won a Pulitzer Prize for a play that she wrote that was started out on Broadway prior to the pandemic. It was really, really good. It was a Memphis-based play. I cannot remember the name of it. I'm talking about something about hot wings. Really, really good play. She got a Pulitzer Prize for it. She was among other people, like the young lady who actually recorded the incident that happened with George Floyd. She entered a great class. Now, if you're not familiar with who Katori Hall is a playwright that created oh Lord, I'm finna call it the Pank. That created the Star series. Oh my God!
Hold on, I'm trying to think.
Because I'm waiting on it to come back.
The Hot Wing King. That's the name of the play.
The Hot Wing King is the name of the play. But the series that Katori Hall
P Valley.
I'm sorry, I don't forget it because I've been waiting on this season 2 that was greenlit down at the Pank. Okay, so if this young lady created their show, she's a writer, director, or she's a writer on the show. She wrote the show and created the show. She's dealt with different female directors for the show, which has been awesome. Awesome actors and actresses that are participating in this show. I love the show. Okay, I'm waiting on this season 2 to come on through for us. But meanwhile, while we waiting, Katori is doing her thing and winning prizes. And she was born and raised right here in Memphis, graduate of Craigmont High School. So shout out to Katori Hall, doing her thing, doing it big. Continue writing, sister. Continue telling your stories. We enjoy them and we love them.
I will watch the P Valley just to support her. I'm not a fan of it, but you know what? I need more, of us represented in Hollywood and stuff. So I will put it on just so I can watch. I mean, so she can get those ratings.
Yeah, I mean, let the people get their watches and that sort of thing. I think it's a good. I like the show, and I look for more when I look at a show. I look for more than, oh Lord, it's about a strip club. It's a story behind the characters in those shows. And if I can follow the story and I believe in the story, I'm with it. And when I tell you I love it, I absolutely love it. I love the show, I do. It's amazing. So Brandy Evans also of Memphis is one of the stars in the show as well, and she's phenomenal. She's doing her thing. She's a dancer, choreographer. Um, she's choreographed a lot in the industry, but she got this lead role, and I'm super proud and excited for her as well. All right, here we go.
Ooh, reality.
Time for the junk. All
We
right.
need, you know what? We need some music to play about that. You know, in between stuff, we got to work on it. All right.
We'll work on it. I'm just now getting. Listen, since Heather has not been with us these last few weeks, I'm trying to learn everything that I can. So I'm getting little by little. So Cynthia Bailey was on Wendy Williams this week.
I gotta watch that, but go ahead. I got it taped, but I gotta watch it.
So Wendy mentioned that she didn't think that Cynthia should come back. And Cynthia was like, you know, a lot of people think Cynthia is not as interesting as the other ladies. Cynthia is Cynthia, you know. I could do better with her as a friend to the show.
Right.
Her storylines are not, you know, really, you know, they're not really dramatic. And then the other thing is, you know, we talked about the wedding all season long, and we literally got what, maybe 10 minutes of the wedding itself.
Because Bravo didn't tape the wedding.
Bravo did not. So that's the other thing. Bravo did not have their cameras there to record due to COVID. Cynthia was adamant about having this wedding. I don't know if it was about the dates.
10-10 because 10-10-20 because that means 2020 perfect vision. So that's why.
Okay. See, I never understood why that was super important. I mean, I feel like she could have legally gotten married 10-10-20 and then had the ceremony after the fact. That's my thought process behind it. And I think everybody's saying that. Huh?
That was the reason because 10-10, 2020.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
I get it now. I'm here. I'm here now. I understand that, but again, you could have legally gotten married. My best friend didn't have a wedding. He did not have a wedding. They went to the justice of the peace. They got their certificates. They legally married. They got their house. They taking trips. He was like, well, I'm going to do a ceremony, you know, around my birthday next year, provided COVID. No, because I told him to be the best man in the first one. I should have been in the wedding. I was going on and on about what I felt like I should have. He's like, well, I see what I can do. I'm just saying, honorary best man. That's all I'm saying. But at any rate, they went ahead and did that. And they got married. A lot of people do that and have a ceremony after that. There's nothing wrong with that. But she was adamant about having this wedding. So fast forward to this conversation.
And so, you know, Wendy Williams was saying she was selfish for having that wedding with that many people.
Of course, Wendy said that, but a lot of people, it wasn't just Wendy who said it. Everybody said it, you know. And I think right now, Cynthia they are promoting the All-Star Housewife thing right now. I don't know when it's premiering. Yeah. I know it's going to be on Peacock, but I'm not sure exactly when it's premiering. So they are making their rounds to promote it now. So Cynthia, you know, she asked a question to Cynthia about who she thinks should never return to the Real Housewives and who should never be asked back, and you know, that sort of thing. And she said, I don't want to be messy, but you know, it rhymes with NeNe. So we knew what it was talking about. She was like, the person who always thinks I should be fired, who does not want me to be a part of the show.
Because you don't need to be a part of the show. You are boring. I'm sorry. Cynthia is boring. She snooze fest, okay? If she wasn't marrying, if she didn't marry Mike, if she wasn't engaged to Mike, that would have never, you know, she wouldn't have a storyline. She tried to get a story.
So either. Yeah. I mean, I literally don't. Peter, I think, was the most interesting thing about her.
So what would be her storyline?
Very true. And like I said, Peter was the Peter and her beef with NeNe were the best storylines that she had. anytime Peter was involved, it was always drama because I feel like
didn't when her sister tried to not, give her marriage certificate with Peter.
Her sister and the mama. I got her marriage certificate. Do you think I should give it to her? They both plotting because they don't agree with the union. And let me say this, your family be knowing. Okay? Your family be knowing. Peter, I don't think Peter was the right fit for Cynthia. And I do feel like, I guess he got a club in North Carolina that's doing well finally. But I do feel like he did, because she even sued Peter because Peter, had money of hers he was supposed to give back because she continued to go into business with him even after they separated, even after they divorced. So it's just crazy. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. I think Cynthia should be married and ride off into the sunset and be an occasional friend to the show. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I don't think she would. I do think that it was messy to talk about NeNe, who is not on the show at all.
No, it'd be different if she was still on the show, but she's not on the show at all. And so now you're opening up yourself for NeNe to clap back, and her clap back is way harsher, honey.
Baby. Very much so harsh. And I thought they were in a better place.
Me too. Maybe she mad because NeNe didn't come to her wedding.
And here's the thing. First of all, if NeNe didn't make your wedding, NeNe didn't make your wedding. If NeNe didn't agree to come to your wedding, and then you invited her, that's fine. That's A-okay. But girl, really, you mad? You had 250 people at your wedding. You mad that NeNe didn't show up? Stop.
And then, but she did send her well wishes, though.
She sent you well wishes and probably sent you a gift. That's the other thing. They be sending each other gifts and stuff and be mad because they don't show up. I sent you a gift, boo. I sent you something.
Maybe NeNe did not want to be in a room with all those people because we are in the middle of a pandemic.
Well, no, because NeNe was supposed to be filming. Remember, NeNe gotten fired. Or not fired, but she and the show decided to part ways because they were trying to make NeNe a villain of the show, number one, that she did not want to be, as well as the fact that they were still in contract negotiations and they weren't trying to pay NeNe her worth. NeNe is the original Real Housewife of Atlanta cast member, and I think if anybody is going to be spending their time on the camera, NeNe should be the highest paid housewife. I don't care what anybody says. Like her or not, she deserves that check. You know what I'm saying?
And so she makes good TV, as you can see. The ratings, and
I love. A lot of people don't like NeNe. I love her. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I say, well, NeNe was wrong for that, but I love NeNe. I absolutely love her.
And my thing is, the ratings went down.
And they're gonna continue. Well, I don't know. Portia might have some up her sleeve. I know Fallon is not gonna be on the show. But from my understanding, she's filming with Simon right now. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see. All right. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I was sitting in the car.
That commercial. That
and my child was practicing football. And
I'm sorry.
Said, let me go see what this show. BET presents the Encore. So listen.
Mm-hmm.
This show is good. I don't care. Let me say this. I am here for it. Okay. I knew there was gonna be a problem. So let me just tell you. Let's list the name. All the people who are a part of this show right now. You got Shamari DeVoe from Black. You have Lamisha and Irish from Grinstead from 702. You have Pam from Total. You got Aubrey O'Day from Danny the Kane. You got
that right there. That's the problem right there.
I'm about to get into that. You got Keely Williams from I'm sorry. Yeah, they're from 702. 3LW, and then you got these twins right here, Fallon and Felicia from Cherish. Now, I've only ever known of one. Everybody else has, hey, I know 2+ songs from them, except for these twins in the corner. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
BET decided to do this show where they create. Oh, I'm sorry, and I forgot about my boo Nivea in the middle. Nivea has never been in a group. She's always ever only been a solo artist. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody, like I said before, I know 2+ songs from everybody except for the Cherish twins. Okay, so there are several problems in this house. Let me start with that. Okay, Aubrey O'Day is a problem. Okay. Keely Williams is a problem. Keely threw a bucket of chicken at somebody. So Keely is a problem. Okay. Wherever she goes, she a problem. And then these twins over here, Felicia and Fallon, they a problem. So Felicia and Fallon of Cherish, that, like I said, I heard the one hit song that I remember. These girls have been writing and producing because they had to change their narrative when their group fell apart. Don't know why that group broke up. I'm going to do a little dig and some research and come back to you on that. But their group broke up. A lot of girl groups break up. 702 broke up because Lamisha felt like she was being underutilized, and it felt like she should have been a lead singer when the other young lady, who was the leader, I can't remember her name right now, but who had the lead vocals, she felt like she should have been lead on more songs than that young lady. Then you have I remember that issue. I don't remember why Total broke up. I feel like Total broke up because, you know, that's what P. Diddy does with his folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what P. Diddy does with his folk. He have groups for a little while and then he kick them to the wayside. We know why Danny Kane broke up. We saw that happen on national TV. Keely threw a bucket of chicken at the baby. Black broke up because what's her name passed. So Left Eye passed. So
not Left Eye. Left Eye was in TLC.
No. This group, Black.
Okay.
When Left Eye died, because you know they were proteges of Left Eye.
Okay.
So when Left Eye died, now the other baby passed later on.
Yeah.
Latoya, I think was her name. Mm-hmm. She passed later on, but they were not touring or doing anything. They were not a group at that point in time. Mm-hmm. So because they were no longer, you know, together at that point in time, their career came to a halt at that point. The other girl group, I don't know if they ever came out with anything that was there with Left Eye when she passed. I don't know if they ever came out with anything. Mm-hmm. So we got the Black, and everybody for the most part, we know their work. We've seen them in action doing their thing. Well, Aubrey wants to split the girls up because it's supposed to be a super group. Aubrey wants to split the girls up into the girls who are stronger as far as dance moves and vocals are concerned, because everybody doesn't have strong vocals. Then the twins are in agreement with Aubrey. And then Keely wants everybody to be together because she feels like, you know, where people may not be strong in one area, you know, they can be stronger in another, that sort of thing. So they bumping heads that way. Now, keep in mind, Keely and Aubrey decided to be roommates because they were more familiar with one another than anybody else. So I don't know how this is going to work out for them. But the twins feel like they're better than everybody else because they have written and produced for Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Tamar. They have been in the studio and they've been working and they've been writing for artists and people in the industry. Okay, great. Awesome. Cool. And they also, here's the other thing, they were shaming everybody else because everybody else is older than them. They're like 33 years old. Everybody else is like
in their 40s.
So that was the thing.
And I do believe Total had more hits than the other groups, right?
So,
because I can name at least 5
Nivea,
songs.
2, maybe. No. Huh?
Nothing. I'm just sweating like a pig over here.
Oh, I got you. So yeah, Total was good in their era. 702, because a lot of people, the 2 albums that 702 came out with, they had an album before that. A lot of people don't know about that. They had an album before those 2 albums. Yeah. And
the only song from 702 I remember is it Where's My Girls At? And
no, so prior to Where My Girls At, they had that album. They had another album right after that. Before that, they had an album because it was actually 4 members. It was actually 4 members of 702.
702.
Irish had a twin sister that was in the group with them. Okay, they did a song with Subway. Do you remember that? Remember the group Subway? Oh my God, hold on. The name of the song is this little game that we play. Boy, I really want to Okay. So yeah. So
but I'm just saying the 2 songs that I remember from 702 was Where's My Girls At and Can We Get It Together. That's what I was saying.
Well, they had more. That's all I'm saying to you. They had more than that. And of course, if because you learn stuff with these verses, which I'm not going to talk about any of the verses. I heard Eve and Trina had one. I heard it was great. And then I heard Soulja Boy and Bow Wow had one, and I heard it was not great. So, yeah. So there we have it. So at any rate, this is a whole mess, and it's a good mess because it makes for good TV. Irish and Lamisha have not sang in a month of Sundays. Like, they have not been working on their craft at all. They just haven't. They've been mothers. They've been, wives. They've been doing their thing. They have not gotten a vocal training. As a matter of fact, Irish, when she lost her twin died when they were like 27. Her twin was, that was devastating for her. So she was done with the music industry at that point after that.
Did she say how her twin died?
She had cancer.
Oh, okay.
She had cancer. So she was sick a lot, which is why she didn't. When they came back out with Where My Girls At and all that stuff, she wasn't there because she was always sick. So it was not going to be advantageous for her to tour and to travel and to do the long studio hours or anything like that. So you're going to see those 2 sisters struggling with dance moves because they ain't been dancing, and also struggle with vocals because they haven't been singing. You have to tune up your vocals, okay? And I feel like if the girls would just work with them, because again, the 2 twins are vocal, they do production. So if it seems like if you give Irish the notes, Irish will sing them back to you and it's not a problem. But I feel like before they came into this situation, they should have went into some type of trunk. You knew what you were signing up for. So I feel like, just like when you go on the Gordon Ramsay shows, you don't go there expecting to learn. You should already know something before they put you
before he holler at you and call you all kinds of names and stuff.
Baby, you gotta prepare. So I don't think that they came well prepared. I'm not crazy about Keely's voice. I never have been.
She couldn't sing. That's why they always had the dark-skinned girl and
Notori and Adrian.
And Adrian, because she really couldn't sing.
Right.
I was like, could she sing with the gap in her?
She has an okay voice. I'm just not crazy about it, because I feel like you were a child at that point in time. You should not still sound like that child. Your voice should grow up with you. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? When Raven was a little girl, when Raven Simone was a little girl, Raven sounded like a little girl. We knew she could sing and rap, but she sounded like a little girl. She's an adult now. She sounds like a grown person. I feel like your voice should grow up with you. Real Day can sing. Pam can sing. Nivea can sing. Let me tell you something about this girl right here, Shamari DeVoe. That heifer can blow. Do you understand what I'm saying? The talent is here. I'm I'm a little nervous about a super group. The job that they have is they have to record 5 original songs and they have to have a performance at the end of the 30-day period. They're living in a mansion together for 30 days. The attitudes and the button heads and stuff, it's happening. You see it automatically. The twins, I guess, I feel like they got to get out of their own way. They're extremely talented. They can sing, they can write, they can produce. They deserve to be in, doing the music thing. But the looking down on everybody, I can't get behind. And I love Nivea. Nivea is my friend in my head because she is pure comic relief. She is hilarious. Do you understand me? Yeah. Hilarious. She's never been in a girl group. So all this right here is foreign to her. She is only ever been responsible for herself.
And she probably tripping out on how these women are acting.
She is. She is. And I love her. I love Nivea. I love her. Friend in my head. Another issue that came.
You in the matrix.
Of Total. Admitted, but we all knew that she was gay. She had a girlfriend back in the day.
Right.
Right. We all knew that. Has now since found the Lord. And she doesn't want to be put or perceived or put in a situation to where it seems like she has backslid into her former lesbian lifestyle.
So she decided not to be a lesbian anymore.
She decided not to be a lesbian anymore. So Aubrey was leaning on her, and she had to let Aubrey know, hey, Aubrey, listen, don't mean no harm, no disrespect. I don't want people to see this and they perceive this as something that is not. I used to be a lesbian. I'm not anymore. You
got me wanting to watch it.
Right. And so Kaylin took offense to what was said because she felt like it was being homophobic. Pam said, I'm not being homophobic. I'm just letting you know this ain't how I roll no more. Okay? It's not how I roll anymore. So because this is not how I roll, I need you to understand that I can't subscribe to this. I don't want to be put in that position. Me. Right.
Back up off me.
Right. Personal space, man. We don't even know each other like that. You leaning all on me. So again, BT, y'all did. Oh, the host of the show. Wait for it. See the baby.
Who?
You remember the cartoon See This World? You remember See This World? They used to come on with the videos on BET. Oh my God. You don't remember that? When I was in undergrad, we had BET was one of the only stations until they decided to give us premium cable. Go look it up. If you don't remember it, it might spark your memory. If you ever watch videos on BET back in around that time,
when BET didn't come on all day, it came on from 7 to 12. Are you talking about that during that time?
No, when it came on during the day, but no, it was on. I'm gonna need you to do some research on See This World. She's a cartoon little thing. She real hood and ghetto. She announcing the videos. It's called See This World. Well, she is the host of the Encore. It's funny. It's hilarious. I love it. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, here we go. Next slide. Okay, Florida woman receives $1 billion in her account. She goes to go take some money out. The money is in her account. She terrified. It's not like the other people. They see the money in their account and they be like, "Oh Lord Jesus, you blessed me, hallelujah!"
And we're gonna spend it on whatever we want.
I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy a car. No, this baby right here said, "I've tried to call these folk. I've been up to the bank. Get this money out of my account. Y'all have lost y'all mind. I don't understand why you put this money in my account. Okay, but I need y'all to take it out because I've heard situations like this." And
if I spend it, y'all gonna want to arrest me.
Y'all gonna come at me, but y'all don't want to take the money out of my account. Get it out now. She said they won't pick up no phone. I done went into the bank. They ain't said nothing to me. Listen, ma'am, sir, I don't care who it is. Call whoever you got to call. Get this money out of my account because jail is not where I want to be.
Right.
I said, oh my God, poor baby. you mistakenly put $1 billion or $1 million in somebody's account? How do you do that? And not expect the people to keep the money.
It does it. One time I was with Baking Up America and they had $6,000 in my account. I was like, where did this money come from? I did not touch it. And then the next day they took it out. Whoever be doing that needs to be fired.
Now, let me tell you, I do have a crazy bank story. When I was working at the car lot, my landlord is real old school. Mm-hmm. We put money in he give us an account and we put money in the account. Mm-hmm. We don't go on no website. We don't do any of that. So I went to pay my rent on a lunch break. Of course, our lunch breaks come far and few between. Sometimes we don't get a lunch break. But I told them I got to leave. So I don't care what happens. I got to leave because I need to go pay my rent. I go to, at the time they had a Regions bank account. I go and give them the money to put into the account. And the woman put the money in the wrong damn account. Keep in mind, she gave me the receipt. I'm on the rush trying to go back to work. Mm-hmm. It so happens that I told them when I had gone in the bank that I work at drive time and had given her one of my cars. The lady called me at work and said, I need you to come back. Give me that account number again, because I think I put this stuff in the wrong account. I don't know what prompted her to say, I put this in the wrong account. But yes, ma'am. They make mistakes like that all the time. I understand it's humans, but this is happening too many times. I feel like somebody is doing this to get somebody caught up. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Hold on.
Okay, I just realized I did not.
Unless I'm keep it now.
I said I just realized I didn't watch last week of Run the World.
Last week episode didn't come on last week.
It did.
No, so watch tonight's episode. Yeah, that skipped a week. I don't know why.
Okay.
All right. Baby, this right here. If they don't free Britney Spears, I think I misspelled her name. If they don't free Britney Spears.
Free Britney. What's that person? Free Britney. Leave her alone.
I want them to free her for real. So check it out. I don't know if we talked about this a while ago. I think did we watch the documentary and talk about it on its own?
No, we did not.
You don't think we did?
I don't think we did.
I think we did. I think we talked about the documentary.
No.
That they showed on Hulu?
Yeah, no.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We talked about that documentary.
Okay, you say so.
So, you know, her dad has a conservatorship over her money. Brittany is worth $60 million, but Brittany gets an allowance of $4,000. She does not have access to any of her accounts, her passport. She cannot have any kids. She can't get married.
That's sad.
She was supposed to put an IUD in her so that she cannot get pregnant.
This kind of stuff right there is not healthy to women.
They put her on lithium. So they have drugged this girl. And every time she tries to go file some type of complaint or do whatever, or when they go to court, so she won't say anything, they drug her before she goes to court. She's been dating this guy for a while. He wants to propose. They want to get married. She wants to have more kids. Now, Brittany, your kids is like 14, 15 years old. I wouldn't want to have no more children. But, you know, you want what you want. They had her working. She did not want to do the thing at the residency in Las Vegas. She didn't want to do that. They made her do that. Her dad has full control. And she said, everybody in my family has allowed it. Now, keep in mind, when Brittany was becoming Britney Spears, her dad was not involved in that process at all. Period. Wasn't involved at all.
So here's my thing. Why come the mother couldn't be the conservator?
She did. First of all, nobody should have been the conservator of Brittany's. The way they set Brittany's career up was out of order. The way even from the whole breakup scandal with Justin Timberlake, all this stuff, it's been a mess. Mm-hmm. A whole mess. Y'all sold her under this sex sales type of thing. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. Extremely crazy. Her dad should have never been the conservator of her stuff. Her mom, I don't think anybody should have been conservator of her stuff, period. So we wonder why she flipped out and she was going crazy. Right now, her dad cannot see his grandchildren because Kevin Federline, her baby daddy, has a restraining order against Jamie Spears. Mm-hmm. So that says a lot, mm-hmm. about the situation, because you can't see your grandkids. You have basically held your daughter hostage over something you didn't have anything to do with in the first place. Mm-hmm. So they go back to court July the 14th. She gave a very heartfelt testimony last week about what happened, what's taking place over all these years, and how she feels like she needs to take control back over her life. She said, her posts on Instagram and YouTube, or not posts on Instagram and TikTok or wherever her social medias are, have been pretty much controlled. She acts like she's okay. She's really not. She said, I'm crying myself to sleep every night because she just wants to be free.
I'm surprised she has not committed suicide.
I don't think they're gonna let that happen because they got her money. And I think because the way the conservatorship works is it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. I wouldn't be surprised if the man has spent the girl's money. But according to Forbes, she's worth $60 million.
And then he's talking about he's sorry that she's hurting. Yeah, right, Negro. Right. No, you ain't sorry. I believe every word. I believe every word she's saying.
I do too. I do as well.
Okay, yes. You know what? And all that mishap that she had, that breakdown that she had, couldn't that been like a result from postpartum depression?
It could have been. Also, the fact that, so let's also go here. Ken Sharp Jackson, who was pregnant with his child at the time, to be Kevin left Britney Spears for somebody else. I don't know what. She had a complete nervous breakdown. Now, keep in mind, he ended up with custody of the kids, which I think Brittany was okay with because she needed to get herself together because she literally had a nervous breakdown. We all saw it. But with everything that has taken place and gone on, paparazzi following her everywhere, all this stuff, she just wants to live her life. So I understood why she had the breakdown that she had. I get it. I think that's when her dad stepped in to do the conservatorship over everything. But I don't think that Britney Spears was ever frivolous with her money. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't think she was ever frivolous with her money at all. So I don't know. I know she was engaged at one point to some other guy. I think some other guy her dad approved of. They were fighting to let him be the conservator over her stuff. That didn't work out. It's just crazy. They need to give that girl her stuff back. That's how I feel. Free that baby. Free her. Free her. Free her. All right. Next slide.
Girl, I'm tired of this. People, are you jealous because of the money that they make in Trick Daddy? And those beehives, those beehives coming from him.
So
they're coming from him.
let's talk about this. So Trick Daddy was on a live or podcast or something, and he stated that Beyonce, he said she can sing, but she can't sing. So first of all, I think people took it out of context, okay? He said when he thinks about singers, not singers, but singers, we got two different ones. He thinks about Whitney Houston. He thinks about Patti LaBelle. He thinks about singers along those lines, Mariah Carey, those things. Okay. So he said she can't sing. I got you. We here. The Beehive came for him.
They gave him in his restaurant.
Huh?
And yeah, they came for him on his restaurant.
They gave him low ratings for his restaurant. That's just how crucial they were. So he came back. Oh, he also said that he didn't think that Jay-Z was the greatest rapper of all time. Now, I got to disagree with Trick Daddy somewhere, because Trick Daddy, the rapper on You Don't Know NeNe, and whatever else you done rapped on. And I like Trick Daddy. I like him. But what I don't particularly care for is the fact that you coming for folk who didn't ask you to, who did not send for you. Didn't nobody say, we don't like Trick Daddy, he trash. Neither one of these people have probably thinks about Trick Daddy when they go to bed at night. They don't. You can't tell me that they do. So, Trick Daddy, Trick Daddy says y'all are wrong for, giving my my restaurant 2 stars. Y'all are cool. Y'all ain't cool for that. And so he specified what he meant by the statement that he made, and again broke it down. These are my favorite singers. Beyonce is not on that list. I didn't say that she could not sing. She's an awesome performer. I have gone to see her perform live. She ain't no singer. That's what he said. I think he's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah.
Now, with you being entitled to your opinion, you got to be ready for whatever comes with that opinion. Mm-hmm. You got to be ready for it. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot be like, Beyonce is trash, and don't expect the remnants from the Beyonce is trash comment. So I love Beyonce. I do like her as an artist. I bump Beyonce on the regular. Homecoming was amazing. I don't care what anybody says. Homecoming was amazing. Okay. She did her thing. She was not the highest paid female. Ariana Grande and what's the other girl's name? Taylor Swift actually got more money to do Coachella than Beyonce did. However, Beyonce negotiated residual income behind that. Which
will make her higher paid.
Which would make her higher paid. But see, here's the thing, and this is what I love about her and Jay-Z. They're not thinking, everybody's like, well, they pay, Ariana Grande, I think, reportedly got 15 million. Taylor Swift got 10 million to perform at Coachella. Neither one of them were able to take that footage from Coachella like Beyonce was able to do and turn that into more money. They didn't think to do that. They teams weren't like, what Beyonce did, blah, blah, blah. No. They weren't able to do that. They think bigger. You give me, okay, you only gonna give me a meal for this? And I don't know, I can't remember exactly what they gave her for that, but it was not Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande's money. Which, here's the thing, is an even bigger star to young ladies. Okay, not discounting. I'm not really fond of Taylor Swift, but not discounting the talent of those two young ladies. But Beyonce should be out with $15 million to go perform. And she performed both days at Coachella. Put on a whole spectacular production
and
for
probably,
Coachella.
And probably brought in the most people.
Probably brought in the most people. That's my thought process behind it. So I don't think it, but let me get back to Trick Daddy because I done got off topic. Trick Daddy is trash for doing this, in my opinion. But he is also entitled to his opinion. I think it was a cheap shot. I think you just wanted something to talk about. That's what I feel like. Now, is Beyonce or Jennifer Hudson or Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston? No. She's not them. She's not them at all. She's Beyonce. She stays in her range. She does what she does, and she kills on her level and what she does. I don't expect Beyonce to come and give me ballads like Whitney Houston. I don't expect Beyonce to come and do all these real high-pitched notes that Mariah Carey can do. I don't expect that. I don't. I expect Beyonce to be Beyonce. Point blank, period. It is what it is. She also didn't ask for that comment, Trick Daddy. So the lesson to be learned here is if they don't send for you, do not come for them. That is my thought behind that. Next slide. So, Rose College says, if y'all don't get this shots, y'all are going to have to pay $1,500 extra in tuition per semester until you get the COVID-19 shot. I thought this was quite interesting. I'm interested in knowing. Actually, there are HBCUs that are participating in this as well. In Atlanta, Clark and Spelman and Morehouse are also participating or doing the same things. They are requiring that now. They're requiring that you get the COVID-19 shot and have your proof so that you won't have to pay extra tuition. I'm not sure what the extra tuition is for the HBCUs, but I do know what Rose College said that they were going to charge. Now, if you have medical issues that would prevent you from getting the COVID-19 shots, or you have religious issues that will prevent you from getting the COVID-19 shot, they will waive that additional tuition. If you just a regular Negro out here on the street saying, "Hey, I'm not getting it," they saying, "Nah, you're gonna have to cough up money." Interested to see how many other colleges besides those HBCUs in Atlanta that are going to follow suit. This is quite interesting. Joshua and I got our second shot yesterday. So if that is an issue for him, come fall semester, he has proof that he got his shot. He is vaccinated. I made the decision to get the vaccination and for Joshua to get the vaccination because I'm around people all day. I don't know if you got the COVID or not. You can tell me you ain't got it, but I don't know. People come in the office all the time. They don't want to wear no mask. They just want to come in free willy in it. I still have my mask on when I go out. I didn't have it on yesterday because, again, vaccination and it's hot outside. I'm going to die. But...
Didn't they say that it's best if you outside not to wear the mask?
It may be. I don't know. They keep changing the rules on masks. But when I know I'm going to be around a lot of people, I try to make sure I wear my mask. When I go to the grocery stores, when I go in places, I still have my mask on. Even when I go in a restaurant, I wear the mask in the restaurant and I take it off when I get to my table. I'm still going to wear my mask. Although I am vaccinated, I'm still going to wear it because, again, the vaccination does not prevent you from getting COVID. It just prevents the extreme symptoms that you would get from having COVID. That's the only thing that it does. I'm okay. I didn't have any really crazy side effects from it. My arm was hurting the first time. It hurt a little this time, but I'm fine. So my son feels great. He doesn't have any major side effects that's affecting anything. So we gonna see. We're gonna rock and roll and see and pray and ask the Lord to keep us through this whole process. But this is gonna be interesting when school starts back up because everything is opening back up. That means classes are opening back up, and so there's no more virtual school. I don't know what Shelby County Schools is going to do next year. I haven't heard an official word on it. I feel like they're going to edge towards going back into the classroom, but I still don't see how that's going to be possible for them to continue to social distance the way that they need to. So that's the other thing. All right. So IKEA.
What they do, girl? When I saw that, I was like, what did IKEA do?
So to celebrate Juneteenth, IKEA decided that they were going to provide watermelon, fried chicken, greens, macaroni and cheese, potatoes, sweet tea, in celebration of Juneteenth.
Really?
They had Black employees, and they did not go to the Black employees to ask them to contribute to the Juneteenth celebration. They just went and did something. Keep in mind, I like fried chicken and watermelon, but as a company, you got this wrong. This is not the celebratory food for Juneteenth at all. So the Black workers were protesting because IKEA decided to have this on their menu. I don't know if this was to sell to customers because, you know, IKEA have a restaurant in IKEA that you can eat at. And so I don't know if this was for the employee celebration. I believe it was, or if it was sold in the restaurant in IKEA. I believe it was for the employee celebration though. They were quite offended by this choice. Of course, IKEA issued an apology saying, you know, we apologize. We got it wrong. We were just trying to, you know, do something for diversity. This is the first time we really celebrated Juneteenth. We're just trying to show them that we care about, I guess, something that involves our Black employees. But yes, that's what they did. Watermelon and fried chicken. Wendy?
What
you think about this?
Girl, I don't think about it. That's why I'm like, I'm letting you do it because I'm like, I don't think about it.
Okay, we're moving right along. Carl Nassib comes out is gay. He is in the NFL. And actually, I had to go back and do some research on this. They were saying that he is the first actively playing NFL player to come out as gay during Pride Month. And I was like, well, what about the Michael Sam guy? But Michael Sam came out before they drafted him to a team. And then there was some other players that they mentioned in the article that I read. But 1991, 1975, they didn't come out until after they had retired from the league. I'm sure people around them knew. But here's the thing. It being a problem for somebody to identify as something in 2021 is ridiculous. You know, back in 91, I understood why certain players probably couldn't come out. Back in 75, I understood why certain players couldn't come out. But, you know, for this to happen, he didn't want to make a big deal out of it. He just announced it on his, I think, Twitter and Instagram. But it's, of course, it's taking the airwaves by storm. Yeah. So what do you think about this?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't think about it because that's his life. And he gay, okay, and?
Well, I mean, the reason why I'm asking that is because, of course, it's a taboo thing. It's not something, you know, people living in their truth. It's been, especially in that arena, in the sports arena, it's kind of been like, typically when they do that, it's a problem. Like Michael Sam never really got to have a career because I think him coming out kind of overshadowed his ability to play football. I don't think he was that good anyway, but
me neither. So I was like, okay.
But I think the focus was more on him coming out as gay than him actually playing in the NFL. That's just my thought.
This is my thing. At the end of the day, we all gotta account for what we do, say, or think. So if you're judging, You need to look inside your own house before you judge. That's
Right.
why I said I don't. When
I
you
got
ask me what you think about it, I don't, because that's his life.
I got you.
And me thinking about what he's doing is not putting any money in my pockets or providing for my family. So that's how I feel about it.
All right. All right.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So the verdict came out this week. Derek Chauvin, or Chauvin, or whatever his name is, was sentenced to
Killer.
22 and a half years. He already had some time served on that 22 and a half years. In 15 years, he will be up for parole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this was enough time. I don't.
So that means he's going to do what, up to 10 years?
No, 15. He can't be paroled until year 15.
Okay.
But
he's not going to be in the regular jails like with other criminals, right? He's going to be in a special type
they
of jail,
normally
right?
don't put law enforcement in the same jail with the criminals.
They need to. They need to. Let that be hell for him.
I feel you.
Let him be somebody's bitch.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But his mom asked for leniency at the trial. Of course, George Floyd's family spoke. He apologized for the hurt that he caused them. He also asked for a new trial.
I mean, that would be like, those are crocodile tears if you apologize, because if you really was concerned about the hurt and the cause that you did, you wouldn't have been on that man's neck the way you were. So I'm like,
absolutely,
I'm sorry. So
I got you.
I'm like, you can save me with that apology right there, because if you really were sorry about the hurt that you caused, you would never have put your knee on his neck the way you did.
You would just arrested him and went on about your business. The man was not resisting arrest. He didn't do anything.
And wasn't even guilty of the crime that y'all said he was, over a counterfeit $20.
It wasn't. Come to find out, it was not counterfeit. So yeah.
I wonder one thing. If I was his family, I would sue that dead store. Whoever called the police. If it was the store, they called the police.
The store is still open. Because, I can't remember what store it was, but one of the stores got closed where the store had accused somebody or called the police on one of them. I can't remember if it was Michael Brown or if it was Sterling, Michael Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which one it was, but they shut that store down. That man, whoever that was in that store, could never reopen that store again in their community. They were not having it. I don't know how or how that would work out or fare in this situation. But
because you accused him from using a counterfeit bill, and then it come to find out it wasn't a counterfeit bill. And so you probably are the cause of that man's death as well as them.
Yep.
I would be suing.
Yep. All right. Don't know if you heard about this case.
I heard, but I didn't know he was depressed.
Yeah,
okay,
so here's the thing. This is what happened. T-Pain, they were all on the same flight traveling to some award show. And he was asleep. They in first class. This man is knocked out. The flight attendant comes and wakes him up and says, "Hey, Usher want to talk to you." Okay, Usher. Okay. I'm finna get up. Let me wipe the slob off my face. Let me get myself together because I'm finna go have a conversation with Usher. So he goes back and he sits down and talks to Usher. Usher said, "Man, you really effed up music." He said, "Say what now?" He said, "You really effed up music for like real singers." He said,
"But see, T-Pain can sing for real.
He can sing for real." So here's the thing. At the time when T-Pain came out and he utilized the talk box or auto tune, which was created by Roger Zapp. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I want to be your man, Roger Zapp.
Right.
You love Roger Zapp.
Right. He made it popular. He made it a thing, and so all of his production kind of included that auto-tune thing. So he really got a bad rep for it. Jay-Z came out with a song called Death of the Auto-Tune. Like, it was really, really bad. Okay? Keep in mind, T-Pain, all the songs he sang in auto-tune, he did a whole Tiny Desk episode, and you could go on YouTube and see it, and sang all them songs without the auto box. Real Live can sing his own songs. Let's
and then he was the winner on the first season of The Masked Singer.
He was the winner. He absolutely was the winner. Boyfriend can sing.
He can sing.
He said to Usher, he said, listen, I just used something as a form of production. I did not tell everybody to go and start using auto-tune. That's not my fault. Usher was dead ass. Do you understand me? Serious about this. And he was just like,
really?
Wow. So he said at the time he didn't realize, because he said Usher was my friend. That was my boy. I rode for Usher. You know, for you to wake me up out of my sleep on the plane on the way to an award show. Keep in mind, I have a problem with this because Usher has used the auto-tune. Okay? You done used the auto-tune on some of your songs. Okay, it ain't killed your career.
Usher is like, okay, to me, I don't think Usher can make any more good music because you're old. I'm sorry. Like Britney Spears, she got it. Usher needs to be in Vegas doing.
What is? Usher has a residency at Vegas. I can't remember when it starts. I think July. I'm not sure.
It's like, this is what I'm saying. Okay, like Mariah Carey, Usher, Janet Jackson, do the residency. Don't try to do no new music. It's like the Temptation now.
I think so here's my thing, and I kind of disagree a little bit, just a little bit. Usher has hits on hits on hits. Usher has enough to just sit down and go do a residency. Not saying that Janet doesn't, but I would go see. I've never seen Janet Jackson perform in real life.
Girl, I saw her perform twice. She does a show. She has a good show. A good show. Are you hearing me? It froze up again. Am I froze again?
You had froze up. Say it again.
Okay. I said that Janet Jackson does a good show. And
I want to see that. I would not mind Janet going on tour. Now that she doesn't have the restrictions that she had when she was married to that man. You know, when she was married to that man, she wasn't trying to let it all hang out like she normally does. I know Charmaine and Eric went to go see her. I want to see Janet.
I saw her on the Janet tour and the tour. Let me see which album is that. I know it was the Janet, the one with That's the Way Love Goes and everything. Mm-hmm. And then it was the one after that. Hold on. Because I just would want to see, even if you did a tour of everything, I would want to see that. You have the Velvet Rope. Velvet Rope, yes. I would just love to see Janet because I've never seen her. J-Lo has had a residency. She keep coming out with new music though. But J-Lo has had a residency. She comes out with Hispanic music though.
Huh?
It's Hispanic.
It ain't all Hispanic. It ain't all Hispanic.
Most of it is.
I'm telling you, it ain't. I'm telling you,
I hadn't heard a new song from J-Lo in a while.
I have heard she had new music last year or the year before last. She was on stage shaking her booty because she had a song with, I can't remember who it was, called
Mark Anthony. Oh, big booty. Iggy Azalea.
Yes. She got all kinds of stuff. She working with everybody. She ain't slowed down. She not sitting her 50-year-old butt down. I get it. It's certain people I would want to see. And the new music that Usher has come out with has not been bad. Has not been at all. It's probably not going to be the hits on hits on hits that he normally would put out. Like Usher at one point had 100 million songs on the radio at the same time. I don't think he have that same push, if you will, at all. I don't. But I think that this is unfortunate. I think that Usher should maybe apologize to T-Pain for saying what he said, because again, after you made this comment, you used the auto-tune on one or two of your songs. I know. I'm glad that T-Pain was able to come out of it. There is a show on Netflix called Pop Star that he talked about this on. In his episode, and Boyz II Men episode has aired. It's his episode, Boyz II Men. It's a couple other people on there. I'm familiar with probably about three or four of those acts, but I want to see it kind of like a behind the music type of thing. Just telling their story and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna watch it. Like I said, the first 2 episodes premiered this past week. But I thought that this was unfortunate. He came back and said that he has no ill will towards Usher. You know, he still wishes him the best. He's still a big fan of his. And so he didn't want anybody to come at Usher the wrong way or anything like that. But I do think that it was unfortunate for him to do what he did, because that was not cool at all, period. So glad he got through his depression. He was depressed for like 4 years after that. And he said that's what started, you know, his depression. Did you see this? Will Smith?
I did not, but I tell you, I saw Fatherhood.
Baby, I watched that movie like 2-3 times. I love it.
Girl, I cried the whole time.
Oh my
I
God.
cried the whole time. Maybe because I know what it's like to lose a spouse.
Yeah.
And I was just crying. My mom was like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "This movie is just so good. And he's trying so hard."
It's really good. So
we're gonna talk about that tomorrow, right?
We are. We're gonna talk about Fatherhood tomorrow. Kevin did a phenomenal job in this movie. But before the movie premiere, he sat down and did a special Father's Day Red Table Talk with Will Smith. And they talked about a lot of things. I'm just going to highlight just a couple of things he talked about. And if you haven't watched it, Red Table Talk, they had switched to Mondays. Now they have Wednesdays now. I don't understand it, but after I watched this, I ended up watching a whole bunch of different episodes. I saw Paris Jackson. I saw Salma Hayek. I saw the different episodes. But Kevin Hart talked about the struggles with being a father. He talked about how when the cheating scandal happened and went down, and keep in mind, I don't 100% believe that Kevin Hart actually cheated on his wife. I think he was put in a bad position.
Is it first wife or his second wife?
No, the current wife. The reason why I say that is because he was drunk. The girl, they were in a bad position. That's what I think happened. And was put in a bad position. A friend of his at the time take the situation and tried to blackmail him for $10 million. It became a big scandal because the girl was his wife, Aniko, at the time was pregnant with their son, Kenzo. So it became a big thing. His daughter was on his tail. He said, "My daughter was on me. My daughter let me have it." He said, and my daughter, we're just alike. You know, she's funny just like I am, you know. And she got into me and she on my case. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Now, he said, even with her mom, when she, you know, her mom and I were going through our thing with the divorce and everything and the back and forth, she got on my case tough. Because, like, first of all, you're talking about my mom. You know, it was a really, really good conversation. It was really, really good. It's funny, but it's really good. It's some really good information. If you have not seen it, definitely make sure that you watch it because it's really, really good. Good show. I love Red Table Talk. I love these conversations. Of course, we're going to talk about Fatherhood, the movie tomorrow, because the movie was great. If you have not seen it on Netflix yet, it did premiere on the 18th of June.
The Friday before Father's Day.
And it was really, really good. Kevin Hart, you know, if anybody doubted his acting chops, you can't doubt him now.
Well, he did. What it was another movie that he did. It was not a comedy. It was dramatic. It's a drama.
Yeah.
But he did
The
really
upside.
good.
The upside.
Right.
He did a phenomenal job in that, but I don't think a lot of people saw the upside. I watched the upside because my child is a big Kevin Hart fan. My youngest son, anything Kevin Hart is in, he wants to see. Do you understand me? That's his favorite comedian. So, Mom, oh, I want to see that. I said, baby, it's a serious one. I don't care. Kevin Hart is in it. You know, so we watched it, and he's a good actor. So, you know, a lot of people give him a bad rep. He's not everybody's cup of tea when it comes to comedy. The man is genuinely funny. Yeah, I think it's because of the loud voice and the extraness that he brings, but he's genuinely funny and he's a genuine storyteller, and that's what I like. So make sure y'all check out Red Table Talk with Will Smith on Facebook Watch. All right, Black TikTok on strike. Black TikTok said y'all white folk keep stealing our stuff and making it your own. This started with a young lady. She's a teenager. She had created a dance. I can't remember what the dance was to, what song it was, but a white girl ended up getting credit and getting TikTok followers, more TikTok followers, brand deals, and that sort of thing behind this little girl who ended up actually creating the stuff. And this happens a lot with TikTok, with those TikTok creators. So they decided when the new song by Megan Thee Stallion, Thought Shit, came out, they were not going to make up a dance to it because people keep stealing their stuff. I don't blame them. They on strike. Y'all keep stealing it and taking credit for it. And this happens, you know, throughout history anyway. You know, rock and roll, the blues, you know, everything. It reminds me of, remember in 5 Heartbeats when the white band, the white guys was singing the song.
Ain't got no money. Yes! Ain't got no fancy cars. Woo.
Yeah.
They look at him like, what the?
Or the Cadillac song in what's the movie? And I'm telling you, what's the movie?
Cadillac
Dream Girls. Got me a Cadillac Woo. You don't remember that? Oh my God. They took Jimmy Early's song and they whitewashed it.
Okay.
So yeah, this is where we are. So and this happens often, and we don't give the right credit to the people. So the people who are getting paid off of the creations are the white people, and everybody think it's so great. They not doing it, and a lot of them are so unseasoned. There's no seasoning in there at all. It's so white mayonnaise, you know. It just.
So let's see what they gonna do without the black folks.
Why black folks?
I haven't seen any new dances. The only one that I've seen is the one off of that song Unwritten. You know.
Oh, well, they've been doing that for a while though.
Right. That's the last dance that Right. That's the last dance that I've seen. And the other one is the song like, oh, be gone. Your makeup looks wrong. You know, you know what I'm talking about.
Right. I know something about. But they're not doing it. And I don't blame them. Yeah. Strike away. Strike away.
Strike away, honey. Strike away.
Yep. The Father's Day tributes were phenomenal. By the way, happy belated Father's Day. You see these pictures; these are so nice. Everybody, you know, giving the big ups to the fathers. Very happy, very proud of those who did celebrate Father's Day. However, this child right here,
he gonna be a future too.
Nick Cannon has a 7th child on the way. And for whatever reason, none of these women have a problem with this arrangement.
Because he paying them. He paying them.
So had he been Future, there would be issues and problems. But because he ain't Future, he actually paying the girl. He been to everybody's maternity photo shoot. Did you see that?
Girl, I saw that.
Nick Cannon says he's not doing the condoms thing. He said he don't know how long he got to live. He said he's going to create these kids until he's not here anymore. In case you don't know, he has lupus. The last time hospitalized. And so now he's like, listen, it's going to be a whole bunch of Nick Cannons running around the earth. So when I'm gone, it is what it is. Oh, my God. That's all I got to say.
Get tested.
Your pullout game is not strong at all.
He probably ain't pulling out.
He might not be pulling out. He got his 7th child.
But see, it's these girls that he's sleeping with. That's their problem. Because you knowing how many kids he got.
Well, so here's the thing. I think that Nick is like, I feel like since all these, first of all, these last 4 girls were all models on Wild 'N Out. They were all on Wild 'N Out. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, I think it's a sister wife type of situation. This is how I feel. And they're okay with it. And a lot of people like polygamous situations just so they can have a piece of somebody. I'm not that person. But if that's what you like, that's what you like. Nick apparently has the money to take care of all these darn children. He does. He got his money's long. He started off on Nickelodeon. He's the producer of some of the shows over there. He got the Masked Singer. He got Wild 'N Out back after that fallout from the comments he made about the Jewish community. Nick got money on money on money. Dollars on dollars on dollars on dollars. Racks on racks on racks on racks. So my issue with this is, can you effectively spend time with all of these kids? That is my issue.
Unless you got a cul-de-sac with
Y'all
houses.
got the same house, right?
If you have like a cul-de-sac with different houses and y'all together, ain't no way.
I don't understand.
Ain't no way.
And I
know Mariah Carey ain't.
I know Mariah ain't gonna be a part of the harem. She's not. So that's my thing. I don't understand. And now it makes me wonder, were you cheating on Mariah and that's why y'all party ways? Because you know, at one point in time, that was your dream. That was your dream woman, was Mariah Carey. And you got Mariah Carey, and then you know, you got into other people. So
maybe his game is on point though. It must be.
Somebody like it.
Because if you get Mariah Carey and she older than you.
My. All right, here we go. I don't have one this week.
I don't have one either.
I don't.
It was a chill. It was a chill week, 2 weeks.
It was really chill. I don't have one. I might have one the next time. All right, so upcoming events. We have the Shy Glass Hour this upcoming Wednesday. We have Be Jammin', who will be our featured artist June the 30th. Make sure you guys come out. We're gonna have Flo on the bar. This is gonna take place in Smooth Living. Our host, producer Chick, will be hosting it. It is $10 to get in. You can buy the tickets on Eventbrite. Look for the Shy Glass Hour as well. So the doors open at 7. And the showtime starts at 8:30. Live painting, food and drinks, massages, the whole 9. We are going to be in there. So make sure y'all come out and support what we got going on Wednesday. Also, I did not do anything for this. Heather has Moist Mondays back up and running. So if you guys love her commentary, she was doing Moist Mondays and Freaky Fridays. I think she was also doing Tease Me Tuesday. She kind of backed up off of some of that. But they have an interesting topic that's taking place called Sex Magic. So make sure you go and follow Heather's Passion Academy. They go on, I think it's 7 o'clock. It might be a little later now. Maybe 9 on Mondays. So make sure you check it out. Go to the YouTube page, not the Facebook page, to go and check them out. Very interesting topic. I've been watching the series. It's been interesting. Okay, Wendy, how can they reach you?
Okay, as you can see, you can reach me at Wendy Edinburgh Smith on Facebook. Instagram is @VLux76, and my Mary Kay website is www.marykay.com/WEDINGBOURGH. It is the summertime, so hey, come on. You got to get your skin looking good for the summer, you guys.
Yes. I got on my Mary Kay stuff right now. All right, y'all can reach Heather at Heather's Passion Academy on Facebook and YouTube. Her website, HeathersPassionAcademy.com. She is a bedroom candy specialist. So if you need any bedroom candy items, make sure y'all go over to her website and go on and purchase. And then you guys can reach me at on Facebook at Vicskeyas Faith More, Instagram at Vicskeyas Faith, and Twitter at Vicskeyas Faith. You can reach us here at The Size Up, on Facebook, The Size Up, on Instagram at The Size Up 2102, and YouTube, The Size Up Official Podcast. I did separate this so you guys can find it easier. I took it apart. Now the size up here is the size up part is together, but I even have that kind of spaced out. So it's The Size Up Official Podcast. So make sure you're over there and follow us on YouTube. Please follow us on YouTube. And if you're here for a show, want to be a guest on the show, anything along those lines, make sure you hit us up, email us at thesizeup2102@gmail.com. You can also listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts, on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and SoundCloud. Thank you guys for joining us today. Let me do that. Wendy, you have anything else?
Nope. I'm just, you know what? The end of Mary Kay's seminar year, our fiscal year ends on the 30th. So come July 1st, I have goals. I have just a lot of stuff that I'm about to get done because right now I'm tired of being sick and tired. So you're going to see me post more about Mary Kay. You're going to see me say more about my Mary Kay. I'm going to advertise more about Mary Kay. I love my Mary Kay business, but it's time for me to excel and go up and become a sales director. I need to be a sales director. I do not need to work for anyone else. I need to work for myself so I can have the time to do the things that I want to do.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then I got a child that's about to graduate high school, so I need to really get on the ball and start saving some money.
Yeah, college ain't cheap. All right. So, you guys make sure you are following Wendy on her Mary Kay page and website and everything. And make sure you buy up. They have some awesome products over there from Mary Kay. We are going to take another break because next Sunday is the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July. So we are going to enjoy plates of food from other people. I don't know if anybody's barbecuing. I will do a drive-by and pick up my plate and go back home to my air conditioning. That's what I will do. So make sure you guys get caught up. Go over to the YouTube page, The Size Up. You know what I forgot to do?
What?
I created it. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Size Up Official Podcast.
Hit the notification bell. Mm-hmm. And the like button. Yes, you guys. You can listen to every podcast, include us in it, you guys.
Yep.
It's enough for everybody.
It's enough for everybody. So make sure y'all go over there and check out the Size Up Official Podcast. So we are going to see, we'll see you guys tomorrow back here for its own. We're going to be discussing fatherhood and we're going to talk about our weekly shows. So make sure
we're going to talk about Manifest. Have you finished watching Manifest?
I'm not done with it, man. We're going to have an episode dedicated to Manifest. That's what we're going to do because I'm not done. I'm on season 2 now. And I got to, So I got a ways to go. But we will be talking about Manifest soon.
We talk about it when we get off here, what we're going to be talking about. We know we're going to be talking about fatherhood.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about fatherhood tomorrow. So make sure y'all check that out. All right. We will see y'all the week after next. Bye.
Bye.